black canola chirp big sandy right in here. First screen of the day, maybe 10 shovelfuls of dirt. I've looked through it. I put all the flint right up there. There's another tiny flake. But look at this. A red tip made of red jasper that's broke. That would have been awesome. It's a pentagonal. You can see the spur right there. See it? But the base is snapped off. We'll keep that. Maybe we'll find the base of it. But look at all these flakes too. Real pretty stuff. That green. Maybe we'll have some luck today. Alright, it's only like 3 screens later in this spot. I got another breaking point. Man, I've been finding a bunch of them this year to break. That's a Mississippian like Madison, and the tip's blowing off of it. And it might even be that way. It's real thin. Just an average point, but that stinks it's broke. Second one here, just real quick. Later. Alright, like 15-20 minutes later from my last find. Right here's a piece of hematite and it's faceted. This has been rubbed to make paint. It's a pretty nice one. It's been rubbed all there. See the facet on it there. That's worth taking. But I'll get back if I see anything else later. Alright folks, I've got a smoker in my screen. This is the place where I found all these pentagonals. Like, I don't know, a month and a half, 2 months ago, where I found the dart points and stuff. And man, I've been here like an hour. I found that broken tip off that pentagonal, blah blah blah. I just gradually moved down the bank and scrape all the stuff off the base clay. Basically, see the rock laying in here. I looked all around this and found, you know, I got a bunch of flint in my pocket, some broken tools and stuff like that. And before I get down here and pull this point, is a thank you for everybody that's subscribed. You know, in the past 12 months, I've got close to, well, over 3,500 subscribers. I've been coming out every day. I wasn't working for a while, but now I'm working part-time overnight. I'm getting up every day, coming out, surface hunting the river. I very rarely find something. A few points a month surface hunting. The last 30 days, 5 points, and that's looking every day. But I do come out a second time and sift, and I usually find artifacts every time. Like, I don't even know what the streak is now. I have to be in the high 30s, like 38, 39, 40 on consecutive days of finding a nice piece. So as a thank you, I'm gonna start sending all my pieces to a good authenticator that are valued over $100. There's lots of fakes floating around. There's lots of non-legitimate videos on here. There just is. Believe me, I've been doing this a long time. But there are lots of good channels. To all you guys that are going out and going days and days and days and looking, coming home empty-handed for that one good point, you know, surface hunting, blah, 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 whatever you're doing, hats off to you. I'm gonna use either Jim Bennett, Dwayne Rogers, or Jerry Dickey, and Ken Partain is also respected. If you have any questions with this, about what's going on, I can get multiple people on my videos in person talking about all these same issues. My friend Chuck, that I hunt with some on this channel, is a 71-year-old retired school teacher from West Virginia. He's a very respected man. He's very knowledgeable, and he's the kind of person you want to listen to. Anybody with any sense would listen to what he has to say. He's recently, in the past couple years, given talks on Native Americans at libraries, lectures. He's an intelligent man. I can also get curators from museums that will tell you the same thing. I've shown some fake points in my community section on my page in the last, I don't know, week or so. You don't want that stuff, I'm telling you. I know what I'm talking about. And if you don't want to take my word for it, all you have to do is go over to arrowheads.com and sign up. It's free. They have forums that some of the most knowledgeable people in this field talk and answer questions. I'm usually not available because when I say I have to hunt continuously all day long, my only downtime is to rest and eat. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing to find this much stuff to get my channel going. Every day, no breaks, no vacation, hardcore, till I find something every day, regardless if it's bottle digging or arrowhead hunting or anything. And I'm not gonna let people disrespect that by taking 3-4 points in their pocket and devalue this stuff that I'm working so hard for. All you guys that are looking and doing the same thing that I am on any level, even if you have to work all week and you get out 1 day a week, it's disrespecting everything. So, you know, you can go ask about those authenticators, Bennett, Rogers, Dickey, and Partain. All of those guys right now have good reputations. And I think it is, to put those on your videos of your nice finds is a courtesy to your viewers. You know, if you're putting ads in your videos, pretty much you're making money off your viewers. So basically that's why I'm going to do this. Like the Clovis is going first, those big sandies from last week, some of those just awesome Amos points that I found last year on my channel, all of it's going to get papered, and I probably will do dual papers, so it's just not one expert's opinion. You'll see multiple experts' opinion. So with that being said, we're going to unveil this point here. I got it right in here sifting. This is right where I found like an orange pentagonal that's just awesome. It's in the cover image of my arrowhead hunting video, and it's awesome. I was really excited when I found it. But take a look at this screen here. I'm going to show you the point, and then I'm going to have to get pictures with my phone. Right up here's a flake of jewel grade Flint Ridge. Right here's another piece of white. See if you see the point. Look at this pentagonal dart point, folks, and it's Crooksville Chert. And you know, that's bordering on $100 point probably. You know, with a Bennett COA, or like another one of those good COAs I talked about, this point doubles in value if you're gonna resale it. Like sell it on eBay or something. I don't sell anything ever, but it doubles the value of your artifacts, because the hardcore collectors that are looking at that stuff online have to navigate through all of those fakes that are on there, and this is peace of mind. They pay a little bit extra to get the pieces with the certificates that are only going to increase in value over time. I'll get pictures of this, and then I will get back and we will look at this later, folks. Let me move this down here. It's hard for me to get, like when I take these pictures up high that I put in the videos, can you find the ancient arrowhead and stuff? You can see how that light from the sun, when it's right above me in the shadow, I have to try to get it in all shadow so it don't have that light on the screen, and it's a pain in the butt. I have to move this all around. I almost drop the screen in the water, but man, this is a nice point, and it's Crooksville Chert. And I'll get out these other ones that I found. I mean, I'm standing right where I found all the other ones, and here's another dandy. And I mean, I found like 25 pentagonals and pentagonal dart points right here where I'm at. Look at this beauty, and that basal corner's not broken the least. It's just sharpened right off like that. Look at it, no break, perfect condition, extremely well made. Look at that, it's even looks like it has like a little bevel there. I've never seen one like that on this one edge. Wow, that's nice. And you can see that's an addle thrown dart. That's a projectile. There's no way that's any kind of a knife. And I found that big tube banner stone here that's broke right down in the drill hole that's still awesome. And I would say these were being thrown with that setup, that tube banner stone. I'll show it too at the end of this video. But that's classic Crooksville Brush Creek Chert. And you can see almost all points you find on the river that are laying anywhere on this base clay or the mud, if they're light colored, they're gonna have this decaying leaf black stain on them. You see it in my videos all the time, and it disappears. Points always change color off the river, usually, depending on the material. But anything cherty like this that's not glossy is going to have these stains on it. There's going to be mineralization all over it, blah blah blah. But that's a nice point, folks. Wow. It's kind of got that concave base like these other ones with that basal thinning strike off. Nice. Well, anyway, later, folks. Alright, folks, after finding that really nice point, that got me pretty worked up and excited. I've been really digging my butt off the last 3 or 4 days to find stuff for video. I'm going to get home and sit on my tractor and mow my yard and have a cold drink and probably a cold beer and relax, and probably watch some Little League World Series games, or playoffs, whatever it is now. But about these authentication papers, all you guys that have legitimate channels, there's lots of you. I could just rattle off 25 channels now that I watch. You guys should really consider maybe doing this with one or two of your best pieces. You know it's happening too on some level. I'm going to get attacked over this by all the people that are planting the points. They're going to say the guys with the papers are idiots and who's that, and there's always going to be some excuse. The authenticators that I've been doing this a long time, I'm building relics that Jerry Dickey, Ken Partain, Dwayne Rogers, and Jim Bennett. If I saw these papers with anybody's collection on their items that they say they found, it would warrant respect for me, and I'd give you a couple thumbs up. Having like a Jeff Baker paper on your items just straight up devalues your collection. It's like putting a pile of used toilet paper on your table. It just really is. But I hope you guys maybe follow my lead. I'm sending stuff out here at the first of the week. I got it all ready. I'm gonna send like 3 or 4 points. And you know, how many points do you find that are really nice enough to paper anyway per year? It's a handful, it's not that expensive, and it doubles the value of the points. If anybody isn't on board right off with what I'm saying, all you have to do, like I said, is go over to arrowheads.com, sign up, it's free, talk to some people in the forums there. This is gonna help viewers know that they're seeing real stuff. It's got to be done, folks. I'm back home. I know some of you appreciate it when I do this. It is important seeing the material. Here's a piece of rubbed hematite. You can see all this material. This is high-grade Crooksville chert right here, Brush Creek. It's the highest good stuff right there. Here it is, not as translucent, a little bit around the edges. Let's see. This is Tan River cobble chert. I know it looks similar, but it's not. Here's a flake of Crooksville chert, Brush Creek. Right here, the more cherty looking stuff that's non-translucent. And the point I found is made out of the same stuff. And I will show the other pentagonals. I'm going to take this down and show it to my dad first, and then I'll get out my points in my house and show it with the other ones. I also got this broken triangle and this tip off. It's either Flint Ridge or Jasper, a pentagonal. You can see the spur on it, and I got little flakes of Flint Ridge, and I don't know, I would say I was there 2 hours, and just kind of worked some places, and some places were better than others. Here's a piece out of a Flint Ridge point right there. It would have been nice. It's probably one of them little bird points, but that's it. I will show you the rest of the points I found right where I found this later. All right, I'm back home. These are table rock points and pentagonals that are all pretty recent. I found a lot of these on my channel on video. A lot of these are from right where I found this pentagonal here with the clear crystal tip. Even though it's broke, it's so cool with that tip. I'm putting it in here with these. I'm about out of room, as you can see. For sure, I'm about out of room. I found a bunch of points, folks. I have a lot more of these that I haven't even got the videos on yet. My internet's slow, so if I go out for a morning hunt and find arrowheads and do the video, by the time it's on, that's the day. The second hunt, there's no way I can get on 2 videos a day, unless that's all I do. But here is this point I got today. And let me see, where's the other? Here's one from right within feet, and you can see it's this, they're pentagonal darts. This is the knife form, and then these are the dart forms. Let's see, here's another one from right where I was standing, where I found this little one. It's a recent find. This pentagonal knife right here is from right there. There's more too. Let's see if I can find them here. There's a lot of points in here. This one's recently. Here's another one of the pentagonal darts. You can see that real straight edge. This one's just chipped magnificent. And you can see it, this one's Crooksville. This is Crooksville, or Brush Creek Chirp, people call it. This is classic Brush Creek. This is, and I'd say this is the higher grade. That's real translucent stuff. Let's see, I'd say this is Brush Creek. I found that one within the last 2 weeks. But here's a good look at them. There's a classic Crooksville one right there. Lots, they liked the Crooksville, the pentagonal people did. But here you go, this one's going in this frame. I'm going to move these around and make it fit. It's going to be hard, and then I'll put up some pictures of them. Later, later.